So basically, after seeing every England fan literally commenting and letting me know it's coming up, well, Sweden are dashed out and Shevchenko has guided Ukraine to the quarterfinals. And boom, England are going to face Ukraine. I'm going to tell you, Ukraine is not an easy task. It's not. And I'm pretty much sure England are not an easy task as well. So all the best to all the best teams that have reached the quarterfinals, the last 8. And more than that Bukayo Saka has shared some images on his official social medias, and of course has got a lot of praise from someone. So we're going to discuss that. And these are the images that Saka had shared with the caption, "Special to be a part of this team. Let's keep making history," and the 3 lions emoji. So the current and the new Arsenal defender could be, as soon as the Euros are over, Benjamin White or Ben White shared this image and with the caption, "Come on the boys." So Ben White is cheering for his beloved nation. Nizar Kinsella, the one who actually reports a lot of Chelsea transfer news, is definitely a journalist who talks more about Chelsea, covers more for the Goal Chelsea FC correspondent. He says that Saka has lifted the whole stadium with a couple of dribbles. What a player. Euro 2020, England versus Germany. And talking more about Andre Silva, well, Arsenal have expressed an interest in signing Andre Silva and have done a lot of preparatory work on this deal, as we spoke about it on a much more earlier episode. This came from Duncan Castles. Here's an update on that. So Bild Sports say that Frankfurt striker Andre Silva is set to join Leipzig for £19.7 million. According to Bild Sport, how are Frankfurt only asking for £19.7 million for someone who scored more than 20 goals in the Bundesliga season? How? Like, they got 60 for Luka Jovic. How are they only getting 19.7 for? Why? Like, is there a contract problem? I don't know. I just don't buy that amount of price tag. Who is running that Frankfurt management? Really got themselves. They're managing players like Arsenal did in the past. Moving on, so Renato Sanchez, Gabriel Magalhaes, well, there's a different kind of bromance that is brewing up, because we know Renato Sanchez knows him since the Lille days. So Renato Sanchez, it's simple. He's out of the Portugal is out of Euros. He shared this image on Instagram. Okay, Gabriel Magalhaes straight away. He's a legend. Gabriel Magalhaes is a legend. He just goes on the comment and says, "Come to Arsenal." That's it. That's all he wrote. And that's all Renato Sanchez replied to that. He says, "I'm waiting for your invitation." He's waiting for his invitation, for fuck's sake. Arsenal, get the job done. I mean, the best midfielder for Portugal in the Euros literally was a live wire, shot from a long range, didn't go inside, but he kept the ball, he kept the midfield lively. He protected the ball and the defense of Portugal by really bossing that midfield. Renato Sanchez should be targeted by Arsenal. I mean, they have another player in mind, yes, but still, come on, man. And this is one of the edits. This is how he would look next season in an Arsenal kit. Love that. Moving on, so Emil Smith-Rowe, Fabrizio Romano has opened up about the whole contract extension, the new him signing a new contract with Arsenal. So Fabrizio said before Emil was going on holiday this summer, he had like a verbal agreement ready with Arsenal. This is what I know. So he's waiting to come back from holiday and meet with Arsenal, complete some details, and then sign the new contract with Arsenal. So from Smith-Rowe's side, he wants to stay at Arsenal. Many times he said about he's living his dream playing for Arsenal. He wants to stay, and Arsenal are so happy with him. So if someone wants to break the verbal agreement between Smith-Rowe and Arsenal, they need to break the bank. So my feeling is that Smith-Rowe is staying, and they're gonna extend this contract because, as I said some weeks ago, it was already prepared. So Fabrizio Romano clearly mentions this, that Emil Smith-Rowe is going to extend his contract. And talking about another midfielder linked and wanting to go elsewhere from his current club, Manu Locatelli, according to Gazzetta, they say that Arsenal and Dortmund are ready to pounce for Locatelli, with Juventus struggling to get a deal over the line for the midfielder. Well, Sassuolo want 40 million in cash, and that's what Juventus cannot offer right now. And they can't, they'd better surrender. Xhaka says, I played my first game for Switzerland in 2011. 10 years after, I am here as captain and I can lead this team. It is an unbelievable story. I had to suffer a lot in my career. I was criticized a lot but praised as well in the national team and at my club. It is hard work. A lot of people only can see what happens on the pitch and not what happens behind it, and the work you need to put in. It is a very inspiring story. Moving on, so Inter Milan are really looking to buy a loan deal with an option to buy for Hector Bellerin. That's how they're going to go forward, and that is the update. Now you would ask, how they're having 70 million. They have 70 million, and how can they not spend it on buying right out Hector Bellerin? Well, that's a problem because they have to, since Hakan Çalhanoğlu was signed on a free, Nayan Golan would be leaving Inter Milan, who's on really high wages. Eriksen's wages will be will be paid by FIFA because he was injured in the international duty. So Hakan Çalhanoğlu much more cheaper, and Inter Milan really have a lot of financial problems that they're dealing with right now. So the only way that they can actually buy a player or either get a fullback is Hector Bellerin on loan. Of course, Hector Bellerin is a player that they're looking at the moment, but another way that they can actually experience is they believe that another player in Zappacosta could be a player that they could actually get in. It would be much more cheaper to obtain because he has just 1 year left on his contract with Chelsea. So options, and of course decisions to be made for Inter Milan, whether they should go for Hector Bellerin. If Hector Bellerin, it'll be only on loan. That straightens a lot of things out. So according to Gianluca Di Marzio, PSG are moving for Lazio's Joaquim Correa. Arsenal were linked heavily with him for the last 2 weeks. It looks like Joaquim Correa is being wanted by PSG, and I don't know why. Why are these rumors coming up? They're looking at Moise Kean. They have Icardi. Why? Anyways, let's talk about other stuffs. Well, before going into Nuno Tavares, Mourinho says, I don't care too much about the age. Age doesn't mean inexperience. You look to Saka, Rashford, Shaw, Foden, and all these guys. Where is the inexperience? Just in the passport. They're top players that are used to being big responsibilities. Gareth Southgate says, I thought Sterling and Saka right from the start were a real problem for the German defense. Of course they were. What's wrong with you? Well, here's the big update. Conrad Harrison says, Arsenal agree deal with Benfica for left back Nuno Tavares. Medical still to be booked. However, personal terms already agreed. So Nuno Tavares is a done deal. And according to Chris Wheatley, Arsenal are preparing to complete 2 deals with a total of £25 million. Anderlecht midfielder Sambi Lokonga, 21 years of age, and left back Benfica for Nuno Tavares, 21 years of age. Both of them are a done deal. While talking about Sambi Lokonga, update from another source coming up from LADH or DHLES Sports. They say that's Lokonga to Arsenal. The deal will be 17.5 million upfront, 4.5 million add-ons. The agreement was made with Anderlecht in principle. Small details to complete the deal to be signed off. So Sambi Lokonga to Arsenal, it's done. He's going to be the first signing, and second would be Nuno Tavares. Now, as I already mentioned, the Zappacosta thing, well, Luca Marchetti, Sky Italia journalist, has opened up about it. He says, Inter are looking for the best possible solution in terms of quality or price. Bellerin could come on loan from Arsenal, but it is difficult. Zappacosta, on the other hand, has only 1 year on his contract, and therefore Chelsea can let him go more easily. So Bellerin or Zappacosta? I think Bellerin would be a much more good attacking option for Inter Milan if they're looking at a better option. I mean, come on. Bellerin is a better option than Zappacosta if you want to attack. But Serie A would be a very good choice for Hector, especially the fact that he's lost his pace. Serie A would be really good for him. Very. And according to Football Krant, they say that Arsenal and Anderlecht finally reached a final agreement in the past few hours. Lokonga very close to Arsenal. Arsenal will pay 17.5 million euros, not pounds, amounting to 22 million euros in add-ons. A future sale percentage has been agreed. How much, we still don't know. The player will undergo a medical examination soon. So Lokonga medical very soon, and that is a done deal that you could expect to be announced within very soon. So with this, I'd like to end this episode. Thank you so much for tuning in. I will see you in the next one. Until then, bye bye.